A major safety target is off the board. Today we discuss where this four-star prospect is going to land. I'm not going to lie, this kid is a difference maker, and the team that just landed him is going to be very, very ecstatic. All right, y'all. So a major commitment just dropped, just happened, and that is Adryan Cole, four-star prospect from Douglas County, on the back end for the Tigers. Officially announced his commitment decision. Right now, when you guys see this, I was like, Naj, why does it sound this way? I'm doing this video way beforehand of the school I know he's probably going to end up landing to. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm right, I'm right. It is what it is. But let's discuss his four finalists first and foremost. Okay, so we're going to share the tab. This was his first four finalists, right? Four SEC schools: Georgia, Ole Miss, LSU, and Florida. Can't really go wrong with any of these schools. Florida, obviously, I think had a good arm into this race for him, and obviously we know that this graphic says 4:30 p.m., which he just announced, of where he's going to end up landing, right? But this was a big commitment for the Georgia Bulldogs, right? And the reason it was, this is a team trying to get back into that top 10. Most people were like, well, what's wrong with Georgia? They're not landing prospects. They're not bringing guys in, right? This is not the typical class that we see from the Bulldogs. And after yesterday of missing out on Tayshawn Poole, it made a lot of sense of this would be the guy that you would want to go get, right? And they've been very particular, to a certain degree in some positions in this class. For Cole, he is a hard-hitting safety, right? Good instincts, right? Comes downhill, makes plays. We're going to roll his tape here in a little bit. But for Adryan Cole, this was massive because he's highly rated, right? So for Georgia, it helps out your class a lot. Four-star prospect across the board, consensus, right? On 247, he's a 90 overall prospect. Number 27 safety, number 26 player in Georgia, right? When you look at the 247 Sports Composite, number 166 nationally, 12 at the safety position, and 15 in the state of Georgia. 6'2", 190 pounds. Creme de la creme, the best of the best, right? So for Georgia, they had the visit on June 12th, hosting him on campus, obviously, and bringing him in, right? Now, he's already been on the opening finals roster. And here's a little bit of what TJ Randall had to say as a sports analyst about him. Says, check many requisite boxes for a modern back-end defender, tallying green, sprint, and explosion scores while standing over 6 feet tall. Possesses a legitimate trigger, hitting the gas to close on intermediate routes with real authority. Level of functional long speed won't let him down when it's time to carry routes vertically. Generally in and out of breaks with the shortest number of steps possible to put a cap on possible after catch contributions. It executes proper tackle techniques with some oomph, given the situation presented. Some instances of misdirection pulling him off of the flow of the ball when working closer to the box, but won't hesitate to race downhill once it registers. Ability to play deep and near the box crystallizes his profile as a potential starting caliber flash safety at the power forward level, right? So that is what the scouting report says via this guy right here, TJ Randall. We're going to roll the tape now and talk a little bit about what the tape shows, obviously, for Adryan Cole, playing the creme de la creme, playing for Douglas County High School. All right, so we're going to roll the tape here and show what we're looking at first and foremost. So this was the playoff game against North Cobb. Very important game for them. This is going to be Teddy Gerard, who was last year their starting quarterback, now at Notre Dame, right? And basically here, right, nothing is open. Pressure's coming to his face. He's trying to obviously escape. You can see right here, game sealing pick in overtime. Here is Adryan Cole in a position. Teddy throws off his back foot. Ball lobs in the air. Big time coverage right here. And Adryan Cole's right here in the right position, right place, right time, and gets the game sealing pick to end the game. And ends it and sends Douglas County to the next round of the playoffs. All right, here's one right here, as you guys can see. This is against Westlake. Okay, here is Cole, as you guys can see right here, right place, right time. Pick up the fumble, and you see a little bit of how dynamic he is in the open field with his speed, space, being able right there to draw it all the way for a touchdown for Douglas County. So that's kind of what you get. Now, this answers a big question. They played in the Corky Kell Day Hunter Classic, I believe, last year, if I'm not mistaken. And then here you see a little bit of that versatility, being able to play, and come off, right? So see how fast he was right here? A little bit of a blitz, was unblocked, but look how fast he's moving, and he's going to meet this guy at the mesh point. DC versus North Gwinnett. Boom. Right? I believe that was Elon Romelu, if I'm not mistaken. But you see how explosive he can be and what he can bring to the Georgia Bulldogs in terms of physicality and speed. Right there, boom. Completely blows the plays up. TFL, major play, exactly what you want to see from your four-star prospect. And then here's the versatility, right? Playing mostly safety. This is KJ Green, but here he is right here playing a little bit of that DB slot nickel position, right? So here he is here. Carrollton likely going to looks like probably maybe a screen here, but looks like they're going to try to catch defense napping because this is covered. So he's going to go across the face right here to number 4. And here is obviously Adryan Cole in a great position. Boom. Right? Great job starting the ball loose. Look, good footwork. Boom. He sees the stem from the wide receiver. He's going to cut across. Here's Cole. Cole sees it. Good positioning right there. Good deflection at that end towards the end of the play there to obviously draw it loose. Okay, more film here against obviously Westlake. Here he is playing that deep center line safety. Like I said, that versatility. Okay, here he is moving here, and then here's 11 streaking across the middle. But you see right there, I love how he just got back in position because a lot going on here, right? Because this guy beats him. Quarterback really should have went here. You know what I'm saying? Because this is open. But look at him obviously track this football, get back in the sight line, and be able to deflect the ball, not interfere with the wide receiver. Exactly what you want to see. Okay, right here, get a little bit of a play action. This guy's going to probably run a deep vertical. He does. Boom, look at Cole. Right position, right time. Draws the ball loose. Nice PBU yet again. Okay, here he is again. Right, against North Gwinnett. Playing deep center line. Backing up, backing up. Right, quarterback's going deep. You one-on-one by yourself on an island. Great coverage right there. Staying in the sideline position with, obviously, the wide receiver. Okay, and then boom, here's Cole right here. This play's coming to his side. This just pretty looks like it's going to be a great developing play by the offense. Right, look at all those blockers. And what I love here is just the ability to get through the block. Right, here's big number 28. Boom, be able to block share right there and then wrap up the ball carrier, as you guys can see right there. Excellent job there from Adryan Cole. Okay, so same thing here, right here playing in the slot. Boom, it's going to be a quick screen right here from Cypher to the running back. I believe that is Wood, Cam Wood. Boom, you see right there, disengage with the block and then close down this obviously open gap in this space. Excellent open field tackle, goes low. Good wrap up tackle one-on-one by yourself. Exactly what you want to see. All right, big game here. They played Buford last year. Buford won a national championship here against Dayton Rayola. Right, Rayola's going to try to carve around. He's coming to right where you're going to be. If you go, can you make the big hit to prevent the touchdown? Boom, head on straight, and you saw he stood him up enough for his teammates to come, and obviously right there he is stacked up. And boom, right here, see, he's goes playing kind of that slot part, and then here's this running back. He's going to try to bounce it out, and look at where Cole comes from. Go form tackle, see how low he gets. Head is up. And then being able to bring it right down to the ground. Right? Exactly what you want to see from, obviously, your prospect, your player. Here we go. Money down. Third down, short. Right? Run play right here. This gap's going to open up. Can Cole get there in time and make a play? Boom. Excellent tackle right there. Drop him right there. Right there, short of the first down. Exactly what you want to see there from your safety. And that one was a little bit hard to see. We'll just skip that one. Okay, here he is again. Love his blitzing ability. That's what's going to make him special at Georgia, I think, because they're going to be able to rotate him around, but more importantly, they can bring him on certain blitzes and packages where he can make an impact and a difference. But what I love here is he's taking on a lot of blocks, right? Boom, 1 block, 2 blocks, but still able to get in there and make a play on the ball carrier and drive him all the way back, right? That's a lot as a safety to have to take on 2 to 3 different blocks in one play. And then right here, you see him just being able to make an impact in special teams, getting down there fast enough, wrapping up the ball carrier, not letting him get loose. Okay, boom. Here's Cole right here. Good job with the defender, right? Being able to take away that gap, that rush lane, and being able to take it away. Here, another really good team in the state of Georgia, Langston Hughes. Second and long. Can you make a play? Boom. Quarterback's going to get it out quick to this guy. So Cole is going to have to surf through this little blocks right here. Boom. Right, they don't get a hat on the hat. One-on-one in space, good open field tackle. Teammates finish it off for him. Here's Cole right here, coming off the edge against North Cobb. We know they got Zachary Bellew, who's a pretty good running back. Boom, here's number 99. Take him on head straight and just set and contain the edge right there. Let your teammates come and help you finish off the play. So good job right there, just setting the edge, making the play, doing what you're supposed to be doing. Same thing here he is here. We got a little bit of a motion, a little bit of a switch right here. And boom, quarterback's getting out quick slant right across the middle. Here's Cole. Great open field tackle yet again, stop him right in his tracks. You know what I'm saying? Good anticipation right there. And then here's Cole. Once again, this is well blocked up by North Cobb. Can you make a play? Can you get sift through these blocks that's coming? Big number 8 is coming down the field. Big time, obviously, tackle right there yet again. Finish it off with the teammates. Okay, here we go. Forced fumble. That's what I want to see. Great job right there. And then just rips the ball loose. Excellent job there, from Adryan Cole, being able to make a play. Here's another play on special teams. He's going to be the outside. Boom. Gets through this guy. That's a hold. And gets a nice big-time punt block right there for his team, just making an impact on all sides and all phases on the ball. So, again, for the tape that people say, oh, Najeh, I'm not that impressed. I want to see more. I think this is a guy that you see a lot of potential, different things that he can do on tape. He can play anywhere on the field. He can blitz. Obviously, he can tackle really well in the open space. He can set and contain the edge. He can play in the box. He can play free. He can play in the slot. I think that helps his game a lot, especially when we talk about Georgia and the Bulldogs and what they want. A guy that can be placed anywhere on the field. You can blitz him on certain downs and packages if you're Georgia. You can develop him and you can get him into one of those big-time playmakers on the back end for you, like KJ Board, the Swiss Army knife, almost like Malachi Starks was as well, and being able to play anywhere on the field. I think it's big time for Georgia, and I think this is a guy that's going to be a major, major difference maker at the next level with the right coaching, with the right development. Is going to be a dude for quite a long time, and so an elite pickup for Georgia. I give this one definitely an A. I think it's going to make him better. For those that's worried, go check the tape. He's been doing this for quite a long time. I think he's going to develop into one of those guys for, obviously, the Bulldogs. But there it is. There y'all have it. That is the full film breakdown. Tell the tape. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hype up the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And for Georgia fans, you should be excited about your new safety commit coming down to Athens. See you guys in the next one. And remember, as always, peace and love.